It's Valentine's Day. Well, tomorrow is Valentine's Day, but I wanted to do something a little bit different on my channel, my attempt to diversify my content. This is basically 6 things I love and 6 things I hate about reselling on eBay. Why 6 and not 5? Well, because I could only think of 6 things, or even 10. I tried to think of 10 for each, and it's just like impossible. And plus, my video would be far too long. And by the way, these other 6 things that I hate, that I don't hate them, they're just like pet peeves and like annoyances. It's not like actively enraged by them, although there are moments. But generally, it is a hate-free zone. Number 1 is freedom, and it's not the, Braveheart kind of freedom or the just got out of prison kind of freedom. It is the feeling that you're not working for somebody else, you're working for yourself, so everything depends on you. And yes, that's frightening, but it's also liberating. Like, you can literally stay in bed for until 10 a.m. or although your productivity levels do depend on whether you can get out of bed in the morning, but you don't have like the stressy kind of 9 to 5 set schedule kind of lifestyle, and that is good for some people, and for others it's just not. And to be honest, if I had a really I've been in the like workforce where like the boss and there's the army of middle management that are micromanaging you, and it's just so frustrating. You basically give up and say, what is the point of all this? Is this your job? Is this why you get paid a lot more money than me? And I've been in those types of jobs where like I've been far more experienced, yet the people who get promoted above you know jack shit. So I think there does become a snapping point where like you're just like, no, I've had enough kind of thing. And also, one of the great things about being a reseller is that like, yes, you have a more laxed kind of working timetable, and the only person you have to answer for is yourself, and you can be a lot easier or harder on yourself depending on what it is. But I heard someone say that there's you have 3 careers in your lifetime, and real careers that you last and you love, you have at least 3 in your lifetime. And I think reselling can be a career. Personally, I think it's an additional income. So yeah, you do working part-time and then doing this also, it kind of complements each other. And also, it depends how much you put into it, like anything, but the person that's reaping the rewards is yourself. It's not some middle manager or some higher up or some CEO or some shareholder. It's you that's reaping the rewards. That's what I think about reselling anyway. That's just my 2 pennies worth in. But yeah, that's what I love about it. Number 2, and that is the ka-ching. And no, it's not that ka-ching. It is the ka-ching of money, because that sound from the eBay ka-ching sound is just so it makes me jump a little bit. I'm not ashamed to say it does make me jump. Whenever I hear a ka-ching, it's like, oh, like all that hard work, but what is it for? Is it for a £7 item that you've just sold, or is it for a £70 item that you've just listed? It's that excitement that you get, and there's nothing. I don't think there's anything else like it, actually. Although it can be quite annoying. I think I said a few weeks ago, it was like I listed everything, and I packaged everything that I'd sold throughout the day, and it's about 10 or 11 o'clock at night. It was closing in at midnight, and I thought I'll have a quick bath. And as soon as I got into bath, I heard of the ka-ching. I was like, oh, for God's sake. But yeah, it's a really good feeling, and it just means it's kind of like a vindication that you're doing your job well. I don't know if you agree with that statement, then please comment down below, because I do think that it does kind of feel like a good, it's a gold star, it's a thumbs up for what you're doing. Okay, number 3, and that is finding the bargains and the sales. And yeah, but being a reseller, our main sources of stock, of sourcing stock, is charity shops and car boots, and they're already kind of very cheap. But when traditionally as consumers, we're inundated all over the shop, no matter what, all over whatever, if it's clothes or if it's supermarkets or whatever, there's always sales, there's always an offer. Literally, we're bombarded. But for our business to try and source, I don't know why they keep it really quiet, or you've got to be in the know, or yeah, it's very rare that you have sales on, unless it's like January, obviously. But like, yeah, I find, because I've recently found this one place which basically, it's a Sue Rider, and there's another charity shop as well, which they only ever do clothing for £1, and that is like all year round. So I wouldn't technically say that's a sale, but sometimes there's a sale. There's this one charity shop that basically everything's 10p, all clothing 10p. I know. So yeah, that's usually in November. So it's very hard to find sales, if you know what I mean. I'm not explaining it very well, but basically finding the ultimate bargain and then flipping it. It's one of the things that I love anyway. Okay, number 4. And basically this one is, I don't know if everybody can agree. Do you remember that show called Shopaholics? I think it was on like BBC Three like years ago, and it was during like just before like the financial crisis, and everyone had debt because they were basically went out spending. And yeah, I think I come from that generation. Like, I had nothing, but then thanks to credit cards and loans and and basically disposable income, I just basically shopped. I shopped, and it was I did obviously like pay my rent and everything, but like I used to buy clothes, I used to buy like brand new as well, and like video games and what else, food, movies, and going out a lot, and it was like the era of disposable income. But now, I mean, to be honest, I should have been like preparing for the end times really, but like now I'm enjoying making money, if that makes sense. That need to go to buy something as a consumer is very kind of like intoxicating, especially when you see something like you love and you're like, oh my god, it's only half price, and it's like, say, you know what I mean. So I don't know, that need to kind of like buy something kind of like is the word satiated or something like, I can't remember, but basically it's fulfilled, that need to buy, to the act of buying. And I'm sure there's been loads of studies done about this, like it's like an addiction and all that. And it kind of is. I can kind of see how like the feeling that you get, it must release that, it's a dopamine in your brain, that chemical in your brain. Because it is when you buy stuff, even when you buy stuff that's like £1, it's like amazing. But it's even better when you buy something for £1 and then say flip it for 50, which I did the other day, or like flip it for like 20. You know what I mean? It's like that making more money to go out to buy more, to make more. I mean, it is very kind of like capitalism, and what Gordon Gekko's law, is it greed is good, and all that lot, which I kind of. No, I don't think greed is good, but at the same time, like, well, it is if it means paying your bills on time. But yeah, that's just me. Fulfilling the need. Number 4, fulfilling the need to shop and then flipping it to make more money. That's like one of the best things about it. Okay, number 5, and this kind of links into the last one. It's basically making enough money to pay your bills. Now that might seem obvious, and like, yeah, you obviously when you work you pay your bills and all that, but like, to pay your bills and then have enough left over to put towards savings, or to put towards holidays, or put towards putting it back into your business. Like the other day, I've talked about this before, but the other day I sold something for £50, and I think after everything I'm probably going to get about £44 back. So that's, say if I got 44 other items for £1 each, I could sell them for, say, like over, like making £10 profit on top of them. So from that £1 to buying that other thing to selling it for 50 and getting 46 back or 44 back, and then I would get profit of like £400 if all of those things sell. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's that growth, and it's that enough to grow so that you can put some money aside, put some money back into your business, and then pay your bills. And there's nothing better than hard work paying off. I know it sounds really obvious, but like, we do kind of, this job isn't well known about how hard you work, and it's like, it's not a 9 to 5 job. It is literally 9 in the morning till 9 at night, because I remember, I wake up in the middle of the night to a ka-ching on my phone from across the room. I put my phone, because I learned this, I put my phone on the other side of the room, but the notifications are still on, and waking up at 2 in the morning because a ka-ching has happened and someone's just bought something, or someone's made you an offer. It is literally a 12-hour day, or 24 hours basically. It's never stop. I mean, I know some people who literally turn their work, it's like their phone is like their work phone and they turn it off, but for me, I just leave it on, to be honest, and I just deal with it when it comes. But there's nothing better than hard work paying off, and then paying your bills on time and all of them, and then having enough to put away and enough to go out and take a break and go out and have a bit of fun. There's nothing better than that. Okay, number 6 is a bit of a cheesy one, but I don't care. It is community, and everything has a community these days. You've got BookTube, you've got the commentary community, you've got gaming community. There's everything, and reselling is no different. There is so many people out there engaging in reselling and doing it as a side job, doing it as a full-time job, and giving out their experiences, making videos about their experiences, about what they've done, tips and tricks. There's so many. Honestly, I've been looking through my subscribers list, because I've got on my account, I've basically subscribed to the majority of them are resellers, and I've got about 80 odd. And I'm just going to go through some, share a bit of love, go check them out. I mean, there's literally loads. You might already know a lot of them. Rally Roots, they're in America. They're a team. I think it's in Florida. They're fantastic. The godfather and godmother of all UK resellers, Andrea and Nick Hills, or Nick and Andrea Hills. Zahir as well. Ads Resells. Mel at Sparrow Zen, she's cracking. And who else? I'm sorry, I'm literally looking at it. The Steve Green Adventure, Bad Biscuit, which is Lex, Tom the English Picker, the Celtic Traders, Corey at Power Reselling. There is loads. Karen Sells Clothes, Flipping Fantastic Finds, Treasure Pirate, Shells to Ruin eBay. There's Reselling Polly. There's absolutely loads. Honestly, I'm just looking through, and there's there's just so many, and each one are some do clothes, some do books, some do DVDs. Oh, the Millionaires, they're like general thrifters, I find, these days. They're just really on it, really on it. Oh, Suzanne A. Well, she's an American one. Thriscoll, he's another American. And I love the differences between the American and the British ones. They're really fun. But there's literally hundreds go out there, and the thing is, they're really nice. I mean, whenever I used to have issues, I used to ask questions to people, and within a week I'd get a response, and it wasn't why didn't you just Google it? They'd literally tell you or give you their advice, and I'm quite good at comments. I'm trying to pick up now of answering comments within 24 hours, but we're a part of this community to help each other, so it works in our favour if it's positive and not toxic. So I do I think this community, particularly on YouTube and Instagram, is a lot more positive than others. I find certain ones are certain Facebook groups can be very toxic, and it was my just one experience, me putting something on, and then literally within, I'm not kidding, 2 minutes getting attacked verbally, and that was on a well-known Facebook group. But it's very Goldilocks. I found one that I like, and I'm active on there. But that other one I've just blocked because the people on it are just mean. But all the love, it is very nice. But generally it is nice, particularly on Instagram. Oh, on Instagram there's a guy called ChaddyPete. He's amazing. I've been picking up so many tips and tricks, particularly on fashion. He's amazing. He's a guy in Salford. If you're not following him, go and check him out. He's hilarious. But I'm gonna leave it there. That's my number 6. Oh my god, I've just blabbered on, haven't I? And just rambled. This is I'm such a liar. It's such clickbait. 6 things I hate, because there's no hate here. It's all about the love. I might do 6 things I hate maybe next week or a couple of days after the Valentines one. But I am a rambler, you know this. If you've been watching my channel, you know this. If you want to add some things that you absolutely love about reselling on eBay, or if you're just part-time an eBay reseller, you know, put your thoughts in the comments below. I will try and get back to you, but as I mentioned, I am quite lazy with comments, although I am getting better, I think. Yeah, and it is Valentine's Day when this is coming out, so I hope your significant other is treating you well and, you know, treating you to a night out or a night in. Hey, I'm, not one to judge, but yeah, I'm going to leave it there. Bye.